So moving on rather quickly, the men's 100 metres breaststroke SB8. The competitors line up, the two Brits right next door to each other, 6 and 7, James Crisp and Sam Hynd. And then a mix of individual representation across the other 6 nations for this final, which will be with us in just a moment. Please do send your thoughts and questions to us on Twitter. You can find us at IPC Swimming. That's Twitter at IPC Swimming. Well, there has been a change in the result. We're pleased to say Nina Ryabova is still the champion with that European record. No change to the medal positions, but Pap, rather unfortunately from Hungary, was disqualified there in the women's 200 metres individual medley SM10.
Andriy Kalyna, world record holder, goes in this next one. He's been the world champion the last 2 occasions, 2006, 2010. The man who won the championship back in 2002, also in the field, that's James Crisp of Great Britain. Not known as a breaststroker, James Crisp.
Kalyna, beg your pardon for interrupting there, Paul. Kalyna, the world record of 107.01. I don't know what your thoughts are, but looked very, very comfortable this morning, 107.45. So we could see a world record this evening. I am looking forward to this race, and as you know, I do love the breaststroke events.
You do. You are a founder member of the Breaststrokers Union. Absolutely. We'll stick together, these breaststrokers.
And you, the founder member of the Encyclopedia Club.
That's right. Yeah, Andriy Kalyna is, I mean, he's a class act. He's very much the favourite. He's been at the top of this class, top of this event since 2004. So he's been around for almost 10 years. And he's still very, very dominant here. I think it's just a matter of who's going to pick up the minor medals. And that could well be between Paterka from Poland, Andreas Onea from Austria, and the 2 British swimmers, Crisp and Hynd.
Yeah, I think battling for perhaps the bronze will be between James Crisp and Paterka of Poland. Less than a second separating those 2 competitors into this final. But they're separated between lanes 3 and 6, 2 swimmers between them. What a nice night tonight, nice and warm, sun's out, the air is clear of rain, it's nice and fresh.
It's a little bit windy, you see the flags there, just blowing, but we're under cover here, so we're not too bad. But once we go out of the cover of this big canopy that's over the outdoor pool, it is a little bit breezy. Hopefully that shouldn't affect the swimmers, they're sheltered in here. Last couple of days been a little bit cold, but it's not too bad tonight.
So here we have the 8 finalists for the men's 100 metres breaststroke SB8. And that man right there in front of us from India, Gayakwad, qualified in 1:18.20. Lane number 1. Samarin, Eduard Samarin, representing the Russian Federation, goes in lane number 2. Paterka there in lane number 3. Watch out for him as he's chasing down for a bronze for sure. That's going to be a great battle, but there is the world record holder, Andriy Kalyna of the Ukraine. 107.45 to qualify. Onea goes in 5, but that's James Crisp, just flashed to the screens next to Sam Hynd for Great Britain. Yamada completes the lineup in lane number 8 of Japan. So we're all set for 2 lengths of the pool. Andriy Kalyna of the Russian Federation, say Ukraine, I beg your pardon, in lane number 4. That there is James Crisp. Very fast start indeed from lane number 3. Paterka, but nicely up into the lead in lane number 4 to be expected is Kalyna. Andriy Kalyna of the Ukraine away very, very well. Let's watch the split time. He'll need something around about 32 seconds to be on song for a world record.
Yeah, the split was about 31.5 when he set that world record, so we'll see how the Ukrainian fares when he gets there. That's not too bad. In fact, 7/100s outside the record split here. So it's Kalyna, Onea in second position, and Paterka also challenging. But there's no doubt about this one. It's going to be a great victory for the Ukraine. Another victory at these championships. They're fairly racking up the gold medals here in Montreal. Kalyna now with 15 metres to go, coming into the finish.
Going very well in lane number 5 is Onea, but Kalyna, really it's his all the way. Let's keep her on the clock. It's very, very fast indeed. For sure it has to be a new world record. Oh my goodness, 4/100ths of a second shy of that world record, but he is the world champion in second place. Checking the screens unofficially, looks like it's Onea. He hung on for silver, and the bronze does go to Paterka. So the Brits outside the medals. James Crisp down in 4th, 1:14.92 compared to 1:14.56 for bronze. Paterka did swim well, but here's the start. Kalyna there, the fastest qualifier, middle of the pool, torpedoing his way underwater and breaking out a lot further down the pool than anybody else.
Yeah, he has really dominated this event for almost the last 10 years since he first competed back in the Athens Paralympics back in 2004. Look at that, just stretching away, and as he approaches the finish there, it's just an arm amputee. This is for class. Most of these swimmers have got arm amputations, although some of the swimmers also have leg disabilities. And how close can you get? He really wanted that world record. His time has stood since 2008 in the Beijing Paralympic Games, and he can't get much closer. 4/100ths outside that time, but he is the world champion. Andriy Kalyna from Ukraine, and he's happy with his day's work. He is the world champion. Andrias from Austria takes the silver. Krzysztof Paterka from Poland, the bronze. Swiftly